In this video, we're going to convert 3 pi over 19 radians to degrees. Now on the right hand side of your screen in blue, you can see the conversion ratios. If we're wanting to convert something from degrees to radians, we multiply by pi radians over 180 degrees. And if we want to go from degrees to radians, we would multiply by 180 degrees over pi radians. Of course, pi radians and 180 degrees represent the same thing, and so that's why that is the conversion ratio. So for this problem, we start out with radians, and we want to go 2 degrees. So we're going to use the second conversion ratio. We're going to multiply our 3 pi over 19 by 180 degrees over pi radians, and then the radians will cancel out on top and bottom. So technically, this 3 pi over 19 is radians. And so we're going to multiply by the conversion ratio, 180 degrees over pi radians. And what's going to happen, it's kind of easier to see that this is the one you want to use because typically you want the pi to cancel out. Of course, you definitely want the radians to cancel out, but if you don't get in the habit of writing radians, usually you want to make the pi cancel out when you're going to degrees. And so let's write what we have left over. After canceling all of that out, we have 3 multiplied by 180 degrees in the numerator. In the denominator, we still have our 19 left over. And then, of course, 3 multiplied by 180 is going to give us 540. Over 19 degrees. So if you wanted to throw this into your calculator, you could, and you could get some sort of estimate for it. If you needed to round to a couple of decimal places, that's perfectly okay. Whatever the problem asks you to do from this point on, that's what you would do. Just rely on the calculator. But the main thing to remember is if you want to go from radians to degrees, just multiply by 180 degrees over pi radians and simplify.